we have one more step before we demold this. If you want, you can just demold now without putting like legs, but I'd like mine to just be a little above the surface, and that one of the reasons is because, as you will see at the end, I want the light effect to come through, and so I would like to put some legs. And so I managed to get some very clear, nice and small legs on Temu. Alright, so here they are. They are self-adhesive, but I don't want to put them after. I want to have the resin sort of embedded around so that they can stick. But if you don't want that, you can just stick them on top of the resin. And the advantage with that is that if your client or the person who's ordered, or maybe like at a market, they come and see this and they would rather not have the legs, they can remove. If I do it the way I'm doing, so it's a harder way, but I want to show you. But the easiest way is just to add this on top without embedding. But because I want to embed this in, I'm going to just, they're self-adhesive, so I'm just going to peel off. This, I wish it was a nice gloss finish, but it is matte, so it will be seen after. So I'm going to just put this right at the corners, so it helps me mark and be even at the corner, but not at the very end. Yeah, so can you remove it after? I think if you wanted to, you can. Okay, so I'll do that with all of them, and then we do the last layer on this side. It has cured really nicely. It feels so nice. You can see the legs are embedded inside. It's time to demold it so that we go to the next step. This is one of those pieces that takes time to make. So even when you see the cost, that's because of how much time it takes to do these layers. All right, let's demold it. There you go, that's how it is. Let's turn the other side. There it is. Look at the sand on a close-up. But we'll see the close-up nicely once it is finished. But I love how it looks already. So we're going to go to the next step. I'm happy with it. The sides didn't get bubbles. It layered nicely like a real beach. The silicone, I think, is a little warped because of the weight of the resin, of the clear resin. So it has this, but it's good because then it sort of has ripples. And so I'm going to show you what I want to do for the next part. When I started, this is not what I intended to do, but as I went on, I thought I need to amp up the look of this without being over the top. And so I got me some holographic wrapping paper, and I'm going to use it on the base to create a ripple effect and a translucent look. That's why I lifted this, so that you can see through and light can pass through. And to do that, the harder part will be to shape it to fit here, because I just want it to be at the base. So we are not going to shape it yet. I'm going to move this aside. I'm going to wrinkle it because I don't want it to be too nice looking, because I want this, you can see, I want that ripple look. The easiest way to try get the shape, my shape, is to trace through, and the advantage is right now the other side is clear, so I can trace through here. Okay, we've done it. I wanted to show you, I've cut it, it fits right, and then under here I've put something level with the feet, so that the last time I did this I had put the legs, because it was not made for, it was made to be a flat, but I prefer it with the legs. It warped in the middle, because even if this resin is there, it doesn't hold the weight. So I learned the hard way. So what I've done now is I put something under, so that when I put the resin, it doesn't warp in the middle. And just to tell you, I don't want this to float on top. So I'm just going to begin with a single layer here, and I put this in to sort of hold it in, and even though it gets bubbles, it's okay, because this is an oceanscape. That's natural. Having bubbles, I'll try to remove as much as I can. So I'll just put a clear layer, and then we let it cure. Then we will continue with the process. So this really is a process that takes several days. So let me now mix that resin. We continue tuendelee. Look at that. It has cured. It looks so nice. Only thing I wish I'd done is had this blue deeper, but even the neutrality and subtleness of it is so nice. I know it's a tray, but I imagine this as a wall hanging or a decor piece like this, and you can still use it like that. Oh, I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to make more of this, and that's why I'm asking you to follow me on Instagram and TikTok so that you can see them as I make them. The shorter forms are always easier to make. Right, so now at the back I had put glue, so I just need to remove this, and that's why we have this padding so that we don't scratch our resin. I normally use this padding, especially after it's been fully cured. I don't know if I need to warm this at all. Let me try. I normally try wear these gloves. They're the ones that are supposed to be non-cutting for the kitchen. So I just find it easier so that then I don't have to worry about holding here or not. So where do we start? Let me find a bubble to help me lift without scratching air, like this, like that. I just needed one corner up. Please remember, if you like this, to subscribe and press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. Let's go. How easy is that? How easy is that? Nice. Finish without any cleanup. Oh, look at that. Thank you for watching till here, and thank you for always coming back. God bless you, Barakatele. See you on my next video. Barakatele.